Hello, everyone. Welcome to the online open course on Industrial Robot Application Technology. Today, let's learn about the methods for setting reference points and macro commands for industrial robots. In this lesson, we will mainly explain through two parts. 1. Reference positions for FANUC robots. 2. Macro commands for FANUC robots. Let's first learn about the reference positions of FANUC robots. 1. Introduction to reference positions. A robot's reference position is a baseline location where the robot is typically far from workpieces and surrounding machinery. When the robot is at its reference position, it sends signals to other remote control devices, such as PLCs. Based on these signals, the remote control devices can determine whether the robot is at the designated position. The robot system can set up to 10 reference positions. 2. Setting and verifying reference positions. 1. Setting the reference position. 1. Press Menu, select 6 Settings option in Menu 1, press F1 Type key, and choose 6 Reference Position option from Type 1 menu. 2. Move the cursor to the reference position you want to set. Here we choose Reference Position 1 for setting, and press F3 Detail key to display the detailed settings interface for the reference position. 3. Enter the required comments as needed. 4. Move the cursor to item 2 to set whether the reference point is enabled. Press F4 Enable key to enable the reference position, and press F5 Disable key to disable the reference position. Here, we press F4 Enable key. 5. Move the cursor to item 3 to set whether the reference position is a valid origin position. Press F4 Valid key to indicate that the reference position is a valid origin, and press F5 Invalid key to indicate that the reference position is an invalid origin. Here, we press F4 Valid key. 6. Move the cursor to item 4 Signal definition. Specify the port that sends signals when the robot reaches this reference position. Here we do not set it. Note: when the robot is at reference position 1, the system-specified UO7 at perch will send signals to external devices, but the output signals for reaching other ref positions need to be defined. When the robot is at a reference position, corresponding reference positions like reference position 1, reference position 2, reference position 3, etc., can send signals to external devices using DO or RO. At this point, we also need to complete the following setup steps. A. When moving the cursor to DO, you can switch between signal types of DO, digital output, and RO, robot output, using the F4 or F5 key. B. When moving the cursor to the number position after DO, you can enter the signal sequence number value through the numeric keys on the TP. This setting is invalid if the signal sequence number value is only 0. 7. There are two methods for teaching reference positions. Method 1. Teaching method. Move the cursor to any set value of J1 to J9 axis, press Shift plus F5 record key, and the robot's current position is recorded as a reference position. Method 2. Direct entry method. Move the cursor to the positions of each set value of J1 to J9 axis, and enter the joint coordinate data of the desired reference position respectively. 8. Click the Prev key to return to the previous interface, and the setting of reference point 1 is completed. 2. Verifying the reference position. After setting the reference positions, we need to verify whether the settings of these reference positions are effective. 1. Move the robot to the joint coordinate position set for reference position 1, and press Menu. Select 5 IO option in Menu 1, press F1 Type key, and choose 7 UOP option from Type 1 menu. Observe whether the value of UO7 is on or off. If it is on, it indicates a successful setup, while off indicates a failed setup. 2. Enter the reference position setting interface and observe whether the within range option for reference position 1 is valid or invalid. If the current point is reference position 1, then this option should be valid. Otherwise, it is invalid. Next, let's learn about the macro commands of FANUC robots. Macro commands refer to a collection of several program instructions grouped together to be recorded and executed as a single instruction. 1. Method for setting macro commands. 1. Pre-edit the program containing the required number of program instructions and verify the program. 2. Press menu, select 6 settings option in menu 1, press F1 type key, and choose 5 macro option from type 1 menu to enter the macro command interface. 3. Select an empty slot without a macro command set, and first enter the macro command name in the command name column. 4. Move the cursor to the corresponding program column, click F4 select key, move the cursor to the desired program, and click Enter key. 5. Move the cursor to the position in the corresponding assignment column, and click F4 select key to enter the macro command execution method selection menu. There are many execution methods for macro commands, such as MF, UK, etc., among which the MF method is the most commonly used. Move the cursor to the MF position and click Enter key to confirm. 6. Move the cursor to the 0 position in the corresponding assignment column. Input an unassigned MF number to complete the setting of the macro command. 2. Execution of macro commands. As we mentioned earlier, there are many ways to execute macro commands. Here, we will focus on the execution method using the MF approach. 1. When programming and needing to insert a macro command set in the MF mode, first click the next key, then press F1 command key to enter the command menu. 2. Move the cursor to 8 next page, click Enter key to go to the next page, select 6 macro, enter the macro command selection interface, move the cursor to the desired macro command, and click Enter key to complete the selection. In this lesson, we have learned about the setting and execution of reference positions and macro commands for FANUC robots. I hope you can apply this knowledge to practical operations. Lastly, please complete the following exercises. See you in the next lesson.